Hello, hello, and welcome. It's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. Great to see you. Hi, Janice, Lisa, Susan, Mary. Hello, welcome to the live. Um, I'm not going to be a super long one. Got a little project in mind to finish off. I've been down at the little pub that I go to once a month for our little craft session, and we have some friends staying. Actually, a friend who has been on a live before, my friend Hannah. Since she last kind of appeared on a live, or hands appeared on live, she's had a wee baby. So her and her husband and little baby are staying with us at the moment. So, but Hannah managed to escape, and we had a nice little crafty session. And so I started making the kit with the Celebrate Today magnet board kit. This kit, and I've just checked to see if they're still in stock, and they aren't. Not in Europe anyway. So I'm sorry about that, because I kind of thought, oh, I'll come on and push the kit, but the kits have had sales on this month, and you guys have obviously done a good job buying them. So that's what's happened. So I'm just going to grab my camera for my desk. And so the plan is that on a piece of the backing paper that they supply to go on the magnet board, I just want to stamp something pretty on it, basically. So I thought I would do that. Might take the form of a wreath, you know. I know I'm a bit predictable like that, but you know, that's why you come. That's what you come here for. But on that note, if there are any particular projects that you guys would like to see me do, please do let me know, because I feel like I need to sort of freshen things up a little bit, maybe try some different things. I mean, doing those little albums and things, that's quite new for me, well, in the last year or so. And so, but if there's other things that you think, oh, I wouldn't mind Ruth, throwing her spin on it, some of you have watched me for a while, so you know what my style is, you know what I like doing, you know my strengths. So if there's anything you can suggest, please do. Right, I think I am ready to show you my desk. Although I do need to get some lighting on, otherwise you're not going to see my desk. Hold on, there we go, that's a bit better. Let's transition that over. Right, so for those of you who are not familiar, this was a kit that Stampin' Up came out with, and it has this frame, and then it also has a board that goes into the frame, but you can also put some nice paper. And there's two options of pieces of paper. There's this black one here, sorry, that's part of the kit, and on the other side is like this green. And then there's another paper which I quite like the look of. It's this one here, and I think it would be really nice to stamp something on this. And so while I was down at the pub with my friend, I started putting these together, and these are little pockets, and these adorable little clips have got magnets on, and they magnetize to this board. They're quite a strong magnet, and I thought I'd like to make use of that. So the plan for this evening is to stamp onto that piece of paper. Just got to find somewhere to stick everything, and then grab some stamps. And I'm thinking of stamping something fairly neutral, like, because of the lovely pink background, of just maybe doing it in browns and, yeah, shades of browns and blacks, and I don't know, yeah, nothing too crazy, not in terms of colour scheme. And just trying to see if there's some particular leaves I'd like to use. Is there anything new that I haven't made use of much? Oh, I've got that new Pretty Petals one here. That one. I'm just grabbing a few stamps there. Got some good old favourites of mine, but this one I think would be nice to get some background shapes down. Oh, sorry, my camera's not very well positioned at the moment. There we go. So how was your weekend, everybody? It kind of feels for me like still the weekend, because it's half-term holidays here in the UK, and Tom kind of tried to get extra work done last week so that he could have part of today off. So, and because our friends were visiting, so it kind of feels like a weekend, like a bank holiday day today, even though it's not a bank holiday. It feels like a little bit of a holiday day for me. There we go. Hi Donna, great to see you. Welcome. All right, so we've got this. So this paper's beautiful. Unfortunately, this is the Stampin' Up haven't made this available anywhere else apart from just this kit. But I guess if you've got a brayer and just a piece of white cardstock, you could probably get this effect. It's almost like a plastered wall kind of, in Tuscany type effect. It's very nice. Hi Jennifer, lovely to see you as well. So please do invite your friends out to come watch with us. I always find it really fun to meet new folk who like this style of stamping or just like what I do. And yeah, please do invite your friends. So I'm just trying to think what I want to start with. I might just start with one of these big old leaves. So Jennifer Nelson and Donna Woods, you're so glad you've joined the live. So is it not always the right time for you? So if you want to know when I'm going live, I don't actually have a particular schedule, I'm afraid, because I don't know what I'm doing from each day to another so much. But if you are in my Facebook group, Artful Stampin Space, there's a chat group that's purely for me to announce when I'm going live. And so if you join Artful Stampin Space and that chat group, you'll get a notification when I go live. Alright, so I just wanted to get some leaves down, just to mock out the shape. It's going to be different to this by the time I finished, but it's just to get a basic kind of shape happening. And I'm just going to grab this big image now. This is from this new stamp set that's going to be widely available to customers as well as demonstrators in the next few days. Pretty petals. I just like some of this texture, so I'm just going to add some of this. Oh, and it doesn't really matter if I drop it. Oh dear, apart from the fact I've just made a little hole in my paper. I didn't intend to do that. Oops. Oh well. We'll just keep going. What else do I want? Oh, some of the leaves. Might just go for some of these. Oh, and I think I might sit down as well. Just want some additional texture there. So Susan, have you recovered from your wee cruise? And what's everyone been making this weekend? Were you at your desk or not? I came into my craft room on Saturday night to prepare. I was doing. We don't call it I mean it's kind of like Sunday school really. So it's a little meeting the kids have when Tom's preaching, but we call it ABC. And we were doing David and Goliath, and my friend was doing the story, and I was on craft duty. And so I came into my craft room and to get some cardstock to make we made little pouches, and then we had little stones for the children to put in their pouches, and we had to do some basic stitching. It was very cute. These little children going around with these little pouches and their little stones. So yeah, that's the only time I really came in here over the weekend. All right, so there we go. I've used, just so you know, basic beige ink just to get this colour down. And now I want to kind of really go in there and put some florals. So I'm using textured flora for this. The other stamps are from various other things. Okay, so ooh, do I want to go for as dark as? Do I want to go for early espresso? Although I'm saying I want to use it, but I can't actually see it on my wheelie thing. I think I put it somewhere. I'll get my spare one. Hi, Anne. Okay, so this is early espresso. I know it's going to be quite dark and dramatic, but I do want it to be quite dark. And just going to do little clumps of these roses. Oh, something's dropped down. I'm going to see if I can take my camera out a little bit more. There we go. Now, will I fit another one in there? Not sure I will. That's okay. So I'm thinking I'll add in some of these. This time I'm going to go in with some pecan pie. Oh, that's fun, Susan. We're making some gift card holders for a craft fair. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, so this ink is not drying as quick as it would do if I was stamping onto just normal cardstock. So I'm just aware of not picking up that ink. I can see that it's not completely dried because this paper is a bit of a different texture than the normal basic white cardstock. So okay, I like that. Wondering whether to stamp some of these. I'll clean them properly later. I'm just in a hurry right now. Just gonna pop these on. Just filling up some space really. And they sort of look like leaves and flowers all at the same time. And that just also helps just to create the roundness a little bit more there. Isn't that sweet? That's really, really great little stamp, that one. Now I'm thinking I'd like to add some little leaves. A different kind of colour in there. I'm wondering whether grey granite might work. Kind of just a different kind of neutral there. Excuse me. Sorry, I tried to take my earpiece out so that I wasn't coughing right in your ears. Got a wee tickle. Okay, I like that texture in there now. It's really pretty. And the next thing I want to do is add some kind of centre to some of these flowers. And as I've already used this lovely leaf from Translucent Florals, I'm thinking it would be nice to use the little stamen thing there. Now, do I do it in espresso or I don't know if crumb cake will be dark enough. Let me see. I mean, it definitely fills a gap, but I'm not sure. It's subtle, put it that way. It is subtle. And now I've got the crumb cake out, I may as well do some other little crumb cakey leaves. So there's this one. There we go. Can you guys see this all right? we go. And of course I've got to put those gorgeous, gorgeous leaves, this one, in. Oh, that was close, nearly slipped. Hi, Miss Vicky. Thank you. Last few days, yes, of being able to join at that great price and getting so much product. If you're still thinking about it, you've only got a couple more days left. So if you're liking Stampin' Up products and want to buy yourself maybe a good lot before Christmas, then do consider joining the company as a demonstrator. And if you like me and you'd like to join my team, you're more than welcome to. Oh, I keep sticking my fingers in ink. Alright, so I'm feeling that these little areas here are looking a little bit naked. So I'm going to see if I can grab a brush and just put some colour, or beige, I just want some crumb cake really, inside these. There we go, that's a bit better. I think that looks a bit better. I feel like I'm nearly there. I just want to add a few of these little daisy-like things just in some of the gaps. I think it's got the odd little gap. And to be honest, in the crumb cake, they don't really look like daisies once I stamp them in some places, but they just add a bit of filler. So I don't, you know, if it looks like a daisy, then great, but if it doesn't, I'm not too bothered. It's just adding some of that texture that's needed to fill some gaps. Oh, don't throw the stamp around, Ruth. So a little bit different than the way I normally do lots of lovely colourful stuff. This is much more subtle on this lovely kind of ombre. It's sort of a pink, dusky pink into white piece of paper, but I just really sort of fancied stamping onto it. And I'm going to grab the pecan pie and the early espresso Stampin' Right markers to do a little bit of dottage or splattage really, and see where that takes us. And what I try and do is after I do that technique, I just take, sometimes the ink pools on the inside of the cap, so I just try and lift it back up onto the pen using the brush tip there. Excuse me. And I love how this gives it a very sweet vintage kind of look. Very subtle. All right, I'm going to go and grab the frame. Just need to pop these all off to one side for a second. So this is, I believe, some kind of metal or magnet or something, because once that then, am I meant to remove that thing? Oh, there we go. So I guess if I want to just have this as a whiteboard, I could just write onto there if I wanted to. But I want that on there. Over there, like that. We'll check that it's the right way up. Yeah, I want the whiter bit at the top and the pinker bit at the bottom. Oh dear me, Ruth. Let me pull these back a bit. I'm making right pig's ear of this. Okay, start again. Okay, that's in. So I'm pushing that down and putting all these pieces back down. The little kind of metal clamp things. Oh, I tell you what, it always changes the look of something. It just looks so much more professional once it's got a frame on it. And so then I have these that will then just stick. And then earlier I did make these wee little pocket things to go on here. So I may or may not use those, I'll see. And then got these little memo type things. I know it seems a little bit of a shame to kind of cover up my wreath, but I mean, the other option was just to have a black piece of paper, that or that, which I wasn't that enamoured with. So there we go. I mean, I could hang that, I guess, at the bottom, that a bit further down, like that, if I wanted to. But there we go. Thank you so much, Jennifer. How did you become so talented at creating your own personal DSP? Practice. Yeah. I'm not a believer in saying the words practice makes perfect. I don't believe it is practice that makes perfect. It's practice with oh, I'm trying to think what the word is. I'm sure Serene will tell me. Hi, Serene. Practice with improvement, I guess. Practice with critique. You know, looking at how to improve, how to. It's not just about doing the same thing over and over again. It's doing something different and learning how to use the stamps, what the stamps are capable of. So yeah, lovely to see you, Serene. Hi, Judy. Hi, Kenzie. Hi, Nicole. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that. Not a massive grey long video today, guys, I'm afraid, but hope you enjoyed that. So I used textured floral, translucent florals. I used that big leaf, that one and that one. Pretty petals, I used this one, this one, this one, and this one. So quite a few of those ones. Oh, I didn't end up using that. I didn't end up using that. Okay, so, oh, I could stamp. Just thought I could stamp that in the middle of that. That would be nice. Because this is just going to go up in my house. Proficiency. Yeah, proficiency is a good word. There we go. So the colours I ended up using were sort of going from light to dark then. Basic beige, grey granite, crumb cake, pecan pie, and early espresso. Those were the 5 colours. And 3 stamp sets. That's not too bad for me, was it? Those of you who know me. I'm just looking at these and wondering if they could do with some extra texture in the middle of them. I'll do some basic grey. Oh yeah. It's just a little hint. It's absolutely lovely. And now I've done a little bit of basic grey, I'm wondering just to do a little bit of basic grey splatter as well. Sorry, I thought I was finished and then I wasn't. And before it sets into the frame, I'm just going to clean it off. There we go, now I'm finished. I wasn't quite finished until I was finished. Thank you, Gina. Oh, it's lovely to see you. Right. So if you do have any questions about what I've done, or if you'd like to do a class with me, please do head to the links in my description, and there's lots of information there. Also, if you use the QR code, that takes you to links of where you can find me online. There's my Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and so on. And there you go. Yes, thank you. Not too bad, Gina. I've recovered from my cough and cold from last week. I'm just a little tired. We've just had a busy, weekend, but been absolutely great fun. And yeah, it's been great. Right. Take care, everyone. Lovely to see you all. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always so lovely to have you join in and watch the process with me. And as per usual, if you'd like to have a copy of the catalogue, please contact me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. So lots of love to everyone and see you very, very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye. Thank you, Jennifer. Hope to see you again